Hi everyone, welcome to the types of marketing series. Today we'll discuss about word of mouth marketing. It is said that one in four purchases, especially in retail, is done with word of mouth. You ask opinions of people in your close circles, and then you form a judgment, and then you go forward with the purchase. So this is such an important part of it. Most marketers or businessmen would feel that this happens quite naturally. Obviously, things take its course. There are positive experiences. How good your business is actually will judge the word of marketing that is happening. But there are definitely things as a marketer you can do so that your word of mouth marketing is kind of positive. So firstly, let us look into what is particularly we have to understand what is word of mouth marketing. So word of mouth marketing is a tactic used to generate natural discussions about and recommendations for a product or service of a company. It basically involves essentially getting people to talk about your brand, product, or business so that there is a positivity around it, basically. And this positivity basically leads to more and more repeat purchases. It also includes any actions your businesses take to encourage people to share their experiences with your brand and recommend others on your behalf. Usually, word of mouth is prompted by a positive, above and beyond experience someone has had with your brand. With word of mouth marketing, your customers are essentially doing the marketing for you. The customers who spread goodwill about the brand are called brand advocates. They post positively about your brand in their social media networks. So this is a general understanding of word of mouth marketing, how it works. There are a lot of people, who've had a positive experience, and they are talking about you on social media. They are telling their, peers the great experiences that they've had, and these experiences are kind of catered, are designed, especially so that they talk about positively. That is how you have to get into the psyche of the customer. What if you are giving a wow moment to him during the experience, that is actually going to make him refer you or talk about you positively online. So how do you optimize this particular process? Because general, I would say, like for most businessmen, marketers will say that you have to work on your product and service inside out. Like you have to just work that it is like a great experience when they use your product or service, which is automatically going to lead to word of mouth marketing. But to optimize it, obviously you have to kind of get in more details of the entire experience. So from the person inquiring about the product to he utilizing the product, then there's some an after sales service happens. So each and every point has to looked into. The marketing teams, definitely it's a part of a marketing function wherein this is discussed with the other departments, the entire customer journey that is there, how from the first point, how the person inquires, where does he see uh, the brand, talk about the positive experiences that other people are talking about, how it comes to him, and how that person actually goes, utilizes the product, and then talks about it, and what is he supposed to, you have, I would say, like a small example, like share buttons are there, very easily you can share it, within your personal network. So these are certain small things that you have to do to optimize your word of mouth marketing. What are the types of word of mouth marketing? So in types, I think the different the techniques would come. What are we supposed to utilize? The most common, I would say, is the buzz marketing that you create. This is via, say, nano influencers. I wouldn't call this out and out influencer marketing, because influencer marketing is a separate thing where you're paying that person to, talk about, and specifically it is scripted. So here, where you are kind of pushing the little bit more popular people online, or a little bit more influential, that they on their own talk about it. And there are many people, there are many, I've noticed there are a lot of nano influencers or mini celebrities, if you would call it, and they talk any positive experience they have about the brand, they talk about it on social media. So it's just like, you can offer them that product or service, or maybe a free of charge or something, and then just request them if they could talk about it. So that would create a kind of a buzz marketing. A little bit of viral marketing would also come in, where you attach something, some kind of a challenge or something to do with that particular product service, so that people start doing that and then sharing it in their personal networks. So that increases a kind of indirect, because then digitally the word of mouth marketing is sharing within your personal network, right? That this is what has happened, and I have had a great experience with the product, or this is a great challenge that is there of this product. If once you're utilizing this product, or some kind of experience you're taking from the product, and then you kind of do it. Then you have some kind of cause related marketing, something social, that you're doing something positive in the society, some kind of event, even charitable event, where you talk about it. So this, how this will lead to word of mouth marketing, is because you are creating a positive image of your brand, and that will enable people to also, because when they see somebody, any brand is doing a good deed, they will talk more about it, right? So this would, you have to design maybe some kind of a event. It used during COVID, there were a lot of streams that were organized, uh, which were free of cost. Actually, anybody could join. You just maybe give your contact details, something. You just join that, and then it's a free of cost, maybe a free workshop or something like that. And you're just talking about, I mean, and the money that they said, if you donate during that event or something, it goes directly to charity. So you're creating that positive experience. And lastly, you would have evangelist marketing, wherein you are identifying, so you're going on your social media channels, you're identifying people who are talking positively about your brand and are kind of regular or consistent in it. You kind of approach them and then try to incentivize them a little more, of how they can talk about it. Maybe you can feature them in your social media posts, so that they also get a little bit more publicity, something to talk about. So these are some of the methods that we can use in word of mouth marketing. Next, we come to the trends in word of mouth marketing. What is happening nowadays? What is what companies are using nowadays within this kind of marketing? So one is obviously the referral programs. The referral programs, that is with the code, it is becoming quite common in, where you are offering some kind of a service, and you are putting a customized, giving a customized code to a customer of yours, that if he shares this code within the network and somebody utilizes it, then he will also get a discount on something, or the along with the person he's offered it to. So this is one very common of referral codes. The next is, I think there is a trend of you having some kind of a event based on your business, and then you are encouraging people to invite one of their colleagues or friends or something like that, so they would come along. So that would bring more and more people. So you're offering, if you can bring someone else, then uh, the cost for both of you, like it's like one plus one or something like that. So then it can kind of reduce. So you're bringing, so you spread the word, like, I'm looking. And even when you are of, like, suppose there's a free event and you're going and you're offering it to your friends, so then you're talking about the brand indirectly, right? So who is organizing that event? So that is like a lot of free word of mouth marketing, and there is a some kind of an incentive given to it, so that it's discounted, and the people, they talk about it more. Awesome. Let's go to the Q&A. Some of the questions that has come on social media, and I'll try to answer the same. Great. How can you incentivize word of mouth marketing? So incentives is through the discounts that you offer, promos, or some promo codes that are there that you can offer. You can give them those. So there are two things. Obviously, it'll be with some discount that is given for consuming that product or service, or it can be through the uh, some kind of if, like they say, if it's not in cash in kind, they are giving them some a freebie or something, right? That a lot of nano influencers, they are giving the products like it is in barter deals that are there. So that would come under word of mouth marketing, right? Because you are not like, I mean, the company is not spending anything in it. They are just offering a small product or service to them free of charge, and they can kind of talk about it. So there are certain ways as marketers you have to just do a lot of brainstorming, and see how this word of mouth marketing can be optimized. There are, within marketing, the marketing team, there is a lot of the products and services that you have to offer free, so that the more of the it's a part of your branding, that more prospective customers, they know about it. Next question is, how do you customize word of mouth marketing for a customer? Customization would be two things: is the unique codes that is there, referral codes that you can offer, and you can have kind of layering in that, right? So if you can bring one person, then this much discount is offered, or this much is offered free of the service. So you can have layering within that, where you are customizing, so the more people that person is referring, the more discount or freebies that person is getting. So customization, I would say, you have to even look at where he is talking more about your you have some kind of a contest run, and then more and more people who are coming and referring you, they will get something which is free kind of thing. Like you can approach sort of brand advocates, and then the influencer you tied up, or the celebrity who you've tied up with, you will have like a pre meet up with them or something like that, right? The one who talks the most about your product positively and all. There's some kind of contest. So you have to look at ways to customize with promo codes, whatever, contest or something, so that you get more and more people talking about the product. Okay, great. So, how do you counter negative reviews? Very important question. Also brings me to the fact that you have to encourage reviews, online reviews. Like if somebody is, you are a small business, somebody is purchase your service online. So the service, you have to tell them to review it on the Google My Business, or whichever product page on whatever aggregator site, like Make My Trip or whatever. So they should kind of, and like when you have used these services, you have seen that people have come and review for you. If not, then you have to kind of push it there, that if you offer a review, then for your next purchase you get like 10% discount or something. So like this, there are a lot of these things. So now coming to the negative reviews, how do you counter them? To counter negative reviews, you have to uh, approach, you have to apologize via comment they're negative, and then take that conversation off that comment section or something like that, or the review section, and then try to have the DM or something where they can directly talk, whichever is the customer, the manager or something, that they can, customer relationship manager, that they can have a direct conversation. There will be a lot of negative reviews. Biggest of brands, the best of brands have a lot of negative reviews, but how much ever is your capacity to address them and talk to them about it, then you can. And in these, like a strategy, you just maybe one or two times you can go and kind of try to apologize or have some kind of a productive conversation on that. But then you have to do that backup, because there are a lot of trolls also who have on negative, so you can't like get into too much of that. Great. How to counter bad publicity due to poor experience of product with influential? Oh, this is an amazing question. So here you have people who are today on. I mean, you are popular online or via some other media, and you have a kind of a lot of influence, and you had a poor experience, and you post about it, right? That I went by so and so airline, and they didn't treat me well, or I went in this restaurant, and this is and all that. So you have to kind of Oh, I'm sorry. There was a kind of a network glitch that happened. So I'll try to re-answer this particular question. So, um, how do you counter the bad publicity? Is you have to approach that particular person, that influential person. That obviously we will try to. We are sorry for this, whatever experience you have, and we will try to. I know a lot of companies also, they kind of up the game. Obviously, when you see somebody influential is using your particular service at that time, that they inform their management to take extra care and all that. That is the influence. That is the reality. You cannot. All the customers would not be kind of though you should treat them equally, but that is the reality, that if somebody like somebody who is doesn't have much influence on, when he complains something, like nobody cares about. But then if somebody has a lot of influence, at least say in the online world only, that they will definitely try to correct the situation very quickly. So obviously, firstly, you on the management side, you have to correct the situation quickly, but you also have to then kind of request them to kind of post something else, that this was the my problem was solved and whatever is it, so that it counters it, right? That is, I think, the max the people can go about it when it comes to the negative publicity that happens and all, for this, because end of the day they are also human beings, like they would feel at that, like when we also you have a negative experience when you're using the product or service, you tend to kind of complain online or talk about it, and also that's a natural thing. But here they will have more, so you have to kind of, as a brand, look into it, that it is solved quickly, and you offer them some kind of a freebie, so that it kind of calms them down, that you sort of, because of this poor experience, we are offering you something here, will be great and all. Please, if you could also post about it, that you have been the situation has been corrected and all. That is the way kind of you have to be hands on in that particular process. Great. So last question of the day is, how to utilize personal networks. This is very important for small businesses, startups, and all. When you don't have any budgets, you have a personal network from the founder, or you are working on a product which has certain PG and there's different communities. So you kind of have to try, and this has worked really well in a lot of D2C brands. Also, they have pushed it in their particular TG. So uh, you go about it in a way that you have a certain amount, like in social media we have that group marketing happening, right? So you have to identify where all your groups are, then you're teaching in different social media networks, and then you are kind of posting about it, right? uh, your social media team is posting positively about it, right? And looking at the conversation that is happening on your post also, so you can kind of engage with that, so increases more social media engagement. But you have to utilize a lot of these networks. It could even be more personal, wherein there are your own WhatsApp groups or some hobby groups or whatever is there. So you kind of post and you talk about it. Today you have so many, even WhatsApp, you have stories and all. Instagram, you can be connected to each and every person that wants to be connected to you, and you reach out. So just you keep growing your personal networks as a startup founder, businessman. There is a reason why these guys are hyper social, right? They connect with so many, so that they increase their personal networks, and the word of mouth about their products will automatically increase once they start. They are posting about their product also within their personal life. So there is a reason why. So if you want to be a successful businessman as a startup owner or a successful marketer and all, you have to be hyper social, connect with more and more people, look at opportunities to connect with more people, have like kind of collabs or whatever in social media, and also grow your this thing within the personal network only. So because word of marketing is mouth marketing is the best, like it is free, and it gets a lot of positive referrals directly, right? Awesome. So this was a great session on word of mouth marketing. If you have any questions about the same, then please DM me on LinkedIn. So just to conclude, word of mouth marketing, since there's no cost involved, like you would say directly. So this is some wherein a lot of smaller business people, like most of us, what are we? We are like our own, we are freelancers, or we have solopreneurs, or we have a small startup and all. This is the most crucial form of marketing that we initially kind of focus on. Uh, Within our personal networks or our professional network, if people are start purchasing our products and services, that is how the ball starts rolling. These are your out of these your close circles are the first people who kind of purchase or this thing, and then they would set off a word of mouth, a positive review of yours, then the thing. So this is extremely important for marketing to understand and execute. Definitely. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. I'll see you. Take care.